All right, joining us now are Virginia Tech student athletes Taylor Soule, Elizabeth Kitley, and Georgia Amore. We'll go ahead and we'll open it up for questions. Start right here in front.
Mark Berman, the Roanoke Times. For any of you, even though this is your first Sweet 16, because of that, does it help the fact that even though the stage is new to you, that the opponent is a very familiar one that you've beaten in December? And then looking back at that game, I think you guys won even though I think Liz only had 3 baskets, Georgia only had 2 baskets, and I think you only took like 4 shots and made a couple. What is the offensive maybe improvement for each of you have to come this time around?
I think we know that we definitely didn't play very well that game. We tried to celebrate that win, but most importantly, we tried to learn from it because we knew that we could have done a lot of things a lot better. So I think in this game, we've looked back on that and we know what we need to do better. And I think we've also just gotten a lot better as a team since then. We play with a lot more confidence and I think a lot more intensity than we were at that time. So if we just come out how we have been the last 12 or whatever games where we've been playing really, really well, I think that we'll just be a lot better as a whole.
Over here.
Ladies, Matthew Walter with the Next. I want to ask you, last year you guys lost in the first round of Florida Gulf Coast. Just to be where you are now, how much has that been a fueling point for you, and just how much does the chance to take Virginia Tech to their first ever Elite Eight push you guys just as extra motivation going into tomorrow's game?
You were
Taylor, why don't you take this one first?
I was not a part of the team last year, so I'm going to pass it off to these wonderful ladies over here.
You go.
I would say the Florida Gulf Coast game, obviously. I mean, they're a good team. I'm not going to deny that. Really good team, really well coached. But I think just that game, it was, I don't know if it was like a lack of aggression or like a confidence or whatever we had, but it just wasn't really like us in a sense that we just didn't come out firing. And every game in the tournament is really important. You have to play with such high intensity and anything can happen. Obviously, we got upset, and I think it's been heavy on my mind since, but it's not really necessarily a deterrent, more of a motivator.
Go Lindsay. Oh, go Doug first, and then Lindsay.
Doug Feinberg, the AP. Taylor, a question for you, and then a question for either Liz or Georgia. Taylor, you entered the transfer portal and had a success story coming to Virginia Tech. There's 1,000 kids in the portal, or there will be soon enough. What would you suggest, or what would you give advice? What advice would you give to one of them that's looking to transfer now that worked for you?
I would say keep the people around you, keep it small. Sometimes I think you want to ask your friends, where should I go, what should I do? But at the end of the day, it's you and your new family that you're going to be a part of, and you have to do what's best for yourself. And so whatever reason you have for leaving a school, you just have to go with your gut. You got to go with your heart. And I got lucky to find a place where I don't just have great teammates, but I'm surrounded by great people every day. And so I really just got that because I went with my gut.
Thanks. And for George and Liz, I think I read that you guys' goal was to reach the Sweet 16 and win the ACC championship coming into the season. Well, you've done that both now. So when did you change the goals now? What is the new goal for this team?
I think after, or maybe like towards the end of the conference play, we knew that we had the ability to go farther than the Sweet 16. I think that we had just been playing so well, we didn't feel like, anyone could come in our way. But still, we were taking it game by game. Once we got the ACC championship, I was still saying, I want to get to Sweet 16 because that was something that I'd never done before. But now that we're here, obviously, our goal is to win the next game and the game after that, but we're still just taking it game by game. So right now our team goal is just to beat Tennessee tomorrow.
I think also a big motto that we've been saying is that we didn't come this far just to come this far.
Yeah.
Why not try our hard out? Yeah.
Lindsay Schnell, USA Today. Liz, you have a COVID year, right?
Yeah.
That you could take?
Mm-hmm.
Have you made a decision yet?
I'm going to wait until after the season.
Okay.
Tim.
Tim Booth from the AP. Georgia, 19 threes the last time out. Is it hard to take 19 threes in a game?
Look, I wish I could have made a little more at the rate that I took them. But honestly, the way that South Dakota State was playing defense, it wasn't really a hand up in my face. So I was like, I mean, why not? To be honest, I do not remember taking all 19 of them. So I guess it's probably not that hard to.
As her teammate, I feel like we passed her the ball pretty frequently, expecting and kind of needing her to take the three. So, yeah, I think to some people they might think that 19 threes out of a player is a bit much, but the way that our offense runs, if she's not taking them, we're kind of in trouble. So, Georgia, keep shooting.
Thanks.
Go Mara.
Mara with the Seattle Sports Commission. You just came from your practice, being out on the stadium, being in Climate Pledge Arena where the Seattle Storm play. Were you working on threes, or what were some of your core focuses? And then what's this energy like coming off of your practice now?
Yeah, we begun regular shooting, get some mid-range, some threes, getting rhythm. Then we did some transition things, get a wind under us, and then went through scout out in Tennessee.
Yeah, we just got a lot of shots up at the start, just trying to get used to the rims and the arena and everything. So, but we did normal stuff that we do in practice.
And the energy is through the roof.
Yeah, it is. We're feeling good.
Yeah.
Alexa.
Alexa Philippi with ESPN. Any of you could answer this, but Coach kind of made it sound like, he's heard or that you all have heard that maybe you guys aren't favored in this game or people are underestimating you. Is that the sort of thing that motivates you guys, or do you try to just tune out the outside noise? How do you kind of balance that too?
I would say we've done a pretty good job at having a balance. Obviously, everyone's always going to have something to say no matter what you do, good or bad. Everyone's going to have an opinion. But I think we've done a good job at using some for motivation and then blocking out unnecessary ones too.
Yeah, we definitely see it, but it's like we talk about it amongst ourselves in a motivating manner, and like if anything, it just fuels us. So we're good.
Reminder, if you're in the Zoom room, if you want to ask a question, please use the raise your hand function. Mark?
For any of you, how are you guys handling the being on the big stage of the Sweet 16 and in this arena for the first time? And does it help the fact that you're playing a team that you just beat in December?
What was the first part of that question again?
Kind of handling this is the first time any of you have been on the big stage of the Sweet 16. How is the team handling this?
I think everyone's handling it pretty well. Considering the fact this is our first time, I think part of it is trying to sit back, be present in the moment, and kind of soak in how far we've come, individual successes, team successes. I think a lot of people dream to be where we are, and so doing that, but also, again, still being focused, realizing that this is a job and a business trip. And I think, yes, it can be nice that we've played Tennessee earlier in the year, but like Liz and Georgia mentioned earlier, just like them, we're a different team than we were back in December. And so we got to play hard. We can't think, we did this last game, it's going to be similar to this one. Every game's different. And so we just got to prepare tonight, tomorrow, and go out and just play hard.
So go back here. Yes, I had a question yet, then we'll come to the follow-ups.
Kevin Pelton, ESPN. Obviously, you've played this Tennessee team, but what does Tennessee kind of mean to you, given the history, even if it's maybe before you were necessarily watching basketball?
I think Tennessee basketball means success and dominance, but on our end, that's the culture that we're trying to build. We're trying to build dominance. We're trying to build confidence. We're trying to build a program that when people say Virginia Tech, it's not, they're the underdog or they shouldn't be a 1 seed. It's no, they should be here. They deserve to be here, and you should be scared to play them.
Doug Feinberg again, the AP. 2 questions for you, any of you. What's the buzz like on campus? I mean, the other 3 schools here have been to the Sweet 16 many times before. And it's your guys' first time since '99. And the other part is, are you rooting for the other ACC teams? And Miami already won today. Louisville's playing tonight. I mean, is there ACC pride along with Virginia Tech pride?
Yeah. I mean, first of all, the buzz on campus is absolutely incredible. So many messages, so many times I've been stopped on the way to class, in class, my professors giving us good luck and all of that. But Miami's a good team. Like we said that yesterday not yesterday when they made the Sweet 16. I said they're gonna beat Villanova.
Yeah.
Miami's a dangerous team. We've had to face them 2 times this year, and they're a very hard team to play against. And even Louisville, we played them in the championship game twice. Great team. So obviously rooting for the ACC. Very, very skilled and talented teams.
Yeah.
Lindsay Chanel, USA Today. Coach said that you guys were hanging out in the Storm locker room, loving it. Thought it was really cool. Wondered if you could tell us what you liked about it, and were you sitting at particular players' lockers, or are you trying to channel particular Storm players, current or former, tonight or tomorrow?
I did message Ezzy on Instagram. I said, "Hey, where's your seat? Because I want to sit in it." So I'm sitting in it. But yeah, it's a really cool, surreal moment. Even walking out onto the court for shoot around and seeing Lauren Jackson's jersey hung up, like that's an incredible moment, especially as an Australian, obviously growing up watching her.
It was pretty cool.
It's really cool, yeah. They have you wave your hand and the door opens. That's what I knew. It's going to be fun.
Put it in your notes.
Yeah.
Any other questions? Over here.
Kevin Pelton, ESPN. Just curious for any of you if you've noticed anything about the basketball that's being used during the tournament, and how it maybe differs from the different ones you used during the regular season.
I have not, but a good similarity is that it's women's ball, and I cannot complain about that.
It's a brighter orange.
It is
That's what I
brighter
noticed. Feels good.
Anything else? All right, Taylor, Elizabeth, Georgia, thank you very much. Best of luck tomorrow.
Thank you.